What is going on? It's time for a Renee report. Yay! I don't know if I know some people do watch these, so thank you to everybody who's watched them. I appreciate you. Normally I do a visual Renee report after I've posted my podcast, Renee Unedited, but I'm switching it up this week because I'm going to do a couple episodes of the podcast just by myself. I don't have a guest on. Normally I like to have a guest, but it's been a crazy June, and it's going to be even crazier up until July, so it's just going to be me. So I can kind of arrange when I want to do it. So there's obviously going to be a podcast. I'll probably post it later tonight or tomorrow at some point. Basically what I do, I talk about in these visual Renee reports what I talked about in the podcast. So now it's going to be reverse. I'm going to talk about, I go into more detail in the podcast now. And I share different things in each thing. So you have to listen to Renee Unedited on SoundCloud. And then you have to watch this. So I post these on YouTube and IGTV. And eventually I'm just going to film myself recording the podcast when I have a really nice setup in my room. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I may still do like just a visual by itself, at least for Instagram. So we'll see. We'll be on this journey together. Anyways, I'm Renee. I talk about a few entertainment gossip, news stories, mostly celebrity couples. I go into what to watch, what to stream, and some of my personal life, not really though. Like if it connects to anything. And yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. First story is about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, who are married. They are a gorgeous couple, but they tend to troll each other a lot on their social media. Now it's to the point to me, like they make fun of each other, but it's like kind of in a mean way. Like when I make fun of my husband, I'm kind of mad at him. I want to needle him and let him know I'm mad at him without telling him. So that's like, if we were celebrities, I would definitely troll my husband and make fun of stuff he's doing. And so they do that to each other. It could be because they're celebrities and that's such a different realm than like regular people, I guess. I swore I wasn't gonna play with my hair, but look at me playing with my freaking hair. Okay, I'll try not to do it the rest of the video. Who knows? I can't promise. I think why they troll each other, make fun of each other on social media is to kind of keep it normal between them. So anyways, Ryan Reynolds is just one of my favorite celebs. He was one of my celebrity boyfriends. I was in love with him from the time I was like 20, after Ben Affleck, I'm 25 or something. I just loved him. Still love him. I like him with Blake Lively. And he's so funny on social media. You gotta follow Ryan Reynolds. I think it's Vancini Reynolds. Vancini. He has like an interesting social media name. Anyway, he's on Match.com. So he has a production company and they're promoting this like song and it's contributed to Match.com. So he basically made like a profile and he's on Match.com. So of course Blake's like, my husband's on Match. She made fun of him for it and, but it's just, they make fun of each other so often. It's like, are you trying to make it normal? Or do you guys not like each other? I want to say they want to make it normal. Like, they're both very well-known actors and they keep their private life pretty private. Like people have only seen like their daughters randomly. They don't really go out and about with their kids or anything. So I'm like, I get it. But when I make fun of my husband, I'm trying to be mean. So it very much intrigues me about Blake and Ryan because they're both pretty funny people. I think he's a way more wittier person just based on interviews than she is. She's funny, but he's way witty. I feel like she kind of competes with him, but it's like, no, he's funnier. That's my opinion. But as a couple, I think they make a gorgeous couple, like looks wise. And their daughters are gorgeous. So anyways, so he's on Match.com. If anyone sees him on Match.com, he's not really on it. He's not divorcing Blake. He's just doing it as a promotional thing. Story number 2 is I read about this yesterday. Was about Reese Witherspoon. So I don't know if you ever saw that movie Wild she did. it was a while ago. It was 4 years ago. She basically played a real woman who like really wanted to find herself, so she went on that trail, like something I would never do. Go on this crazy trail through California. I don't know. You could look up the movie. I never saw it. But anyways, while filming this movie, she just recently said that she was going through like emotional breakdown. So she had to go to therapy to deal with the whole, you know, story of the character she was playing, because I love Reese Witherspoon, but I feel like she is someone that, even though she's an actress and she's a good actress, she's played very light characters. I think she's only played like darker characters like maybe a couple times. So this was like a character that the whole story, and it's a true character, it's a real person she was playing. So it took a toll on her emotionally. And I like, as an actress, she admits that, because she kind of comes off like, oh, everything's fine, everything's perfect, like my life's perfect. But you don't know what some actors go through to get into character and how it plays with your head. I mean, there's so many people who have emotional stuff going on in regular life, like anxiety, depression, all that stuff. But to play someone who's going through such turmoil, and you have to understand it, you become, like, you understand, you become, you get those symptoms, or not symptoms, but you get those qualities because you're trying to understand it so much. So I love, like, this article, she talked in it about how she really needed to go to therapy, or she took hypnotherapy, like, she was hypnotized so she could calm down her anxiety. So I like that. I love when actors talk really real, because if you look at Reese Witherspoon, I mean, she has 3 beautiful kids. She's happy in her marriage. She does, like, you know, she has like a whole brand that she promotes. She does like little talk shows here and there. She had a talk show on Netflix, which was pretty good. There was only 1 season. It's called Shine On or something. It was pretty good. I think you still see it on Netflix. So everything, but you don't think like some people playing some characters really like affect them. So glad, read the article. Love Reese Witherspoon. Third story is about Erica Girardi. Erica Jane on Real Housewives. Oh, did you hear that? That could be a whole other video. Side note, does anybody ever watch those videos of their backs being cracked? My brother and my husband do. I can't get into it, but I love to crack my back. I mean, I can always crack my neck, but that's something to watch on YouTube. I guess it's relaxing for some people. Anyways, Erica Jane, great season so far of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They're so dramatic. I think all the reality shows right now, especially with the Real Housewives franchises, the franchise, is they were all in quarantine. It's during COVID, so they couldn't do like normal events that they would before. So they have to really be stuck in a room together or a house and all this stuff. So it's just crazy. Anyways, Erica Girardi, her and her husband are going through divorce. There's a documentary that just came on HULU about The Hustler, The Beauty and the Hustler. So I guess it came out that her soon-to-be ex-husband was a little bit of a shady guy. That's what I'm getting from it. But you don't know. If you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erica is a very serious person. Like, she's only let go a little bit, so you don't know if she's hiding anything. And they even talk about that, the other girls on the show. But anyways, what's going on with their divorce right now, like, something happened, so now something's going on with Erica's lawyers. So they're still in a standstill. I don't know, it's like maybe she knows something that she's not talking. I think it's gonna unfold. It could be, you know, this is my theory. This is why I'm talking about this. I think all the news stories that's going on about her and her husband's pending divorce is tying into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we watch. And I'm doing it. Like, I think everything's gonna unfold in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So these stories are coming out, and then we'll find answers in the show. That's what I'm hoping. So it's like perfect timing, because, you know, these media people, they know how to put out their media. So basically there's a bunch of stories coming out about them, all tying in today, Wednesday, where the show is on tonight. You can watch it. But I'm like obsessed with this whole Erica Jane thing. So tying into that, stuff's going on with her lawyers, so more to come. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, what to watch, good season, a little dramatic. Everyone's a little dramatic. But I love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because they are dramatic. Like, a lot of them grew up there. A lot of them are celebrities or they have just a celebrity lifestyle. So, anyways, that is what to watch on Bravo. Hulu, I talked about it on the radio, Footloose. So, I loved that movie when I was like 5 years old. My mom had recorded it. I would watch it like probably every other weekend. Try to do the dance moves. She was over yesterday and I was on Hulu. So I have the most minimal subscription to Hulu. Me and my husband decided we're going to do Sling TV, which Sling TV is really good. If you had gotten it like 5 years ago, it's been upgraded very well. So we have Sling, Hulu, and Netflix and Disney Plus. So, and Amazon. I don't really watch any of the Amazon stuff. HBO Max, I borrow from my brother. Anyway, Hulu, so you can just see movies and shows that have played, only like regular TV shows you can rewatch. We have the minimum subscription, so it's not like stuff like my Bravo shows. I can't really watch them. I have to watch it on Sling TV. It's like it's so stressful how to watch TV now. There's so many apps, and then there's other apps that take on shows from a different app, but so you can watch it there, which is great. But then you still need that one. It gets stressful. I'm surprised I watch as much as I watch. Anyways, but I watched Footloose yesterday on Hulu. It's streaming on Hulu, and I forgot how good the soundtrack was, and I just really like that movie. It's a cheesy movie, but it's good, you know. So if you want a fun movie and you're, you know, in your 30s and you've heard of Footloose, it's totally good. It's on Hulu. That's all I've been watching. Oh, what did I watch on Disney Plus? Oh, 101 Dalmatians. So my daughter wanted to see Cruella. So if you have Disney Plus, you have to pay for it, which is like $30. And you get it, you know, you have to pay for it. Where if you wait like a couple months, then you can stream it for free. So my daughter's like, Mimi, I need to watch Cruella. And I'm like, well, maybe watch 101 Dalmatians before, like actually see where it stems from. And we saw the real life version of 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close. I forgot how good that movie was too. Like, it's like when you see movies like 20 years ago, you're like, yeah, I liked it. And then when you rewatch, you're like, oh, I really did like it. So I don't know if we're going to order Cruella. We may. I'm very intrigued. I read in between reviews about it, but if I do watch it, I will let you know, probably on the Renee report. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in or listen. Be on the lookout for my notification that the Renee report unedited is up. It's just me by myself. I have no guests, so I get if I don't get a lot of listens. It's basically this, but you don't see me. So hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Stay hydrated, especially if you're in the Central Valley. It's going to hit 100s today, tomorrow. So drink that water, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.